Redstone is the Minecraft equivalent of electricity. It can be used to create amazing inventions such as working computers or factories once you know the basics. Fortunately, these are easy to learn. Hello everyone, Nicholas Barco speaking. Welcome to this new video, and today we'll be talking about redstone because I've been seeing so many people struggle with redstone and I've also been getting some requests. So today we'll be talking about power. You can think of it being a little bit like electricity. Redstone power comes from a power source and can be transmitted to devices which will then do something in response. So let's take a look at the terminology here. Power sources are the things that provide redstone power. They include switches, redstone torches, buttons, and the like. Powered blocks are most types of blocks that can become powered. This can happen when the blocks contain a power source or when they are attached to a power source. For example, if you push a button, two blocks will become powered. The block containing the button and the block the button is attached to. So let's take a look at this. You gotta think of it kind of 3D-ish. This button takes up the space of a block itself. So you gotta imagine this invisible block right here, and when you push this button, this block gets powered, which you cannot see of course, and the one it's attached to, so in this case it's the red clay block. And devices can be switched on during this, and a block being actually powered or being switched on is a different thing. So once a block is powered, it can switch on the blocks directly next to it. The blocks that are switched on are not themselves powered, which means that they will not transmit power to their neighbors. But if they are devices, as I said, they will be activated. So it might sound a little bit complicated in the beginning, but I can guarantee you it is not. So this block right here is powered, and this one as well. And if we had another block right next to this here, let's remove the lamp, this won't be powered and this block would be switched on, but only if it would be a device, and this is not a device, so we can scrap that idea. Let's replace it with another piston, and then let's push the button to see if it works. And yep, perfect, it worked. Let's take a look at power sources. So these blocks can provide a redstone signal. These can be always on, just like redstone torches or redstone blocks, or they can be switches which are activated by the player, just like the lever, buttons, and all sorts of pressure plates, or they can be other blocks and sensors that respond to various factors, just like the daylight sensor and the tripwire hook, which I also have in there because it is technically activated by the player, but it's still something different. And the comparator, which can also be used to take a look at how much stuff is in that or that container, and the detector rail, which we probably will not talk about for too long, but just so you get the idea that it's also a power source. The block of redstone, which is made from 9 pieces of redstone dust in a 3x3 crafting pattern, is always powered and switches on the blocks that are directly next to it. When a lever is switched on, both its own block and the one it's attached to are powered. Both of these power blocks switch on the blocks next to them. A redstone torch powers the block that contains it and also powers the block above it. Both of these powered blocks switch on the blocks next to them. Note the difference between these two here. On the right side, you'll see that the redstone torch is actually attached to another block behind the lamps, and on the left side there is no attachment to any other block, and so the lamp underneath is not getting powered. So the redstone torch, when it stands on the block, is not powering the block it's actually standing on, but it's powering the block as seen on the right side that is below it when it's not on it. I hope that was understandable. I think it was. Hopefully. Now let's go and take a look at the blocks that can be powered and cannot be powered. Let's first take a look at the ones that can physically be powered. I'm not talking about them being switching on. For example, we have an example with pistons, and they can of course be switched on, but they cannot be powered. That's the difference, so keep that in mind. So what can be switched on? All types of stone and brick blocks, just as seen here, dirt, gravel, grass and sand, wood and wool, double slabs. Important to keep in mind, it's double, not only normal slabs, and droppers and dispensers. The things that cannot be powered range from glass, ice, and glowstone to stairs and single slabs, chests, leaves, pistons, and hoppers. So, as I said, they can be switched on, but they cannot be powered. That was pretty much it for the first episode, and it took a hell lot of work, so I would really appreciate if you left a like. And I know this is really basic stuff and you probably knew this, but if you didn't, yeah, then it's no problem. And if you did, it's always good to keep things in mind and refresh your knowledge. Alright, so tell me in the comments if you want me to do more of these episodes. Of course, it's gonna get advanced with the time being, so we'll start off easy and then we'll work our way up. And if you tweet this with the hashtag #NickRedstone, which will be on the screen somewhere here, I'll favorite your tweet and I might even respond to you. So share this video with all your friends, and that's about it. Thanks for watching and goodbye. Boom.